Hi, thanks so much for joining me today. I'm Allie, Christian health and fitness coach and founder of Cross Training Women, where I help women transform their body and health biblically so that they can live fully and abundantly and carry out their God given purpose. And a big part of that transformation involves diet. Diet and what you eat is the single most important factor of health, which is also why it's the single most important predictor of health. As many of you know, I grew up eating a horrible diet. It was highly processed, high fat, high sugar. I was extremely picky. So I hated all vegetables and all fruits besides strawberries, but they had to be dipped in sugar. And so that's the way I ate for 20 years. And as you can imagine, I gained weight eating this way. And at one point I saw the highest number on the scale, which I thought I'd never see. And so it was then that I knew I needed to make a change to my diet. And on my quest to find the best diet to help me lose weight, and this was after college, I started listening to what all the health and fitness influencers were promoting, and it was all the same. It was a high protein, low carb diet. And so that's what I did. I even tried Avicare's 24-day challenge and still no results. And so I just kept researching to try to find the diet that would, that was best and would help me to lose weight. And I eventually stumbled on a whole foods plant-based diet. And initially I was drawn to it because I could eat a lot while still losing and maintaining weight, which is what I did, which was awesome. But the more I studied and learned about this diet, the more I realized how diet is linked with your health and how important a plant-based diet is in protecting you from our top killers. So things like heart disease, stroke, diabetes, and other various cancers and diseases. Hey, Michelle, thanks for joining me. And as the concrete nutritional benefits of following a plant-based diet are becoming more better known, more and more people are adopting a plant-based diet. And so I'd love to know, is anyone currently following a plant-based diet? Let me know in the chat, or are you interested in making changes to becoming more plant-based? Let me know in the comments below. Yeah, so let me know in the comments whether you're watching live or the replay. But I love this. This is great news that you or more and more people are shifting towards a plant-based diet and adopting a plant-based diet. But I also want to warn you that just because something is plant-based doesn't mean that it's healthy. And so that's why today I want to address the question, what is a healthy plant-based diet? Not all plant-based diets are the same or equal. There are many different types of plant-based diets. There's plant-based diets that include different variations of vegetarians. There's lacto-vegetarians who eat some dairy. There's vegetarians who eat eggs. There's lacto-vegetarians who eat dairy and eggs. There's vegans who eat no animal products, including honey. And then there are also plant-based diets that do include some animal meat. There's pescatarians who eat fish and shellfish. There's flexitarians who occasionally eat meat, fish, eggs, and dairy. There's the Mediterranean diet, which includes animal foods, but plants are the major component, but they're not strictly vegetarian. And then there's a whole foods plant-based diet, which involves only whole plants and no processed foods. And it could include very small amounts of meat or dairy, but typically it's just plants. And so knowing these distinctions is super important because, like I said, they are not equal. A vegan, for example, someone who consumes no animal products could be really healthy, slim, and fit, or they could be extremely unhealthy and even overweight. Chips, crackers, soda, pretzels, even the fake meats like Impossible burgers or the Beyond burgers, those are all vegan and plant-based, but those are not health-promoting foods. So someone eating a vegan junk food diet is not going to be healthy. A whole foods plant-based vegan diet, on their hand, does not include these foods. So the whole in whole foods plant-based diet is a super important distinction. It describes foods that are in their unrefined, or they're unrefined and are minimally processed. So it's what you find in nature. They're, in their whole form. True whole foods, they don't have food ingredients. They themselves are the ingredients. So nothing is added or taken away. And then the plant-based part of the whole foods plant-based diet, of course, means that foods come from plants and not animal-based ingredients. And then I want to be clear that the term diet does not signify our typical idea of diet where you have to restrict your calories or restrict the window of when you're eating or anything like that. A better word to describe it would be a lifestyle, because it's not any sort of short-term punishment. It's not a gimmick or a fad. It's an enjoyable lifelong solution that nourishes and fuels your body and has amazing health benefits both now and long term. And so this is the type of diet that I advocate for, because the scientific evidence could not be clearer, and it aligns with scripture as well. The healthiest, longest living populations eat 95 to 100% plant-based. There's a small handful of places around the world called the blue zones, and these populations have unusually high concentrations of healthy centurions, so healthy being the key word. So they have much lower risk of developing our top killers of what we talked about, the heart disease, the stroke, the cancers, and are high functioning even into old age. The Okinawans, who is a part of the blue zone, for example, the healthy older group, 69% of their calories come from sweet potatoes, my favorite, 3% of their calories from other veggies, 12% from rice, 7% from other grains, 6% from legumes, 2% come from oil, and then 1% from fish. So that means that less than 1% of their total calories comes from sugar, meat, eggs, dairy, seaweed, alcohol, and also even fruit, nuts, and seeds. And so this is quite different than our standard American diet, where we eat about 63% of our calories from processed foods, so soda, our packaged, snacks and chips and packaged desserts. And then 25% of our calories come from animal-based products, and only 12% of American calories come from plant-based foods, of which I've heard that 6% comes from French fries. So that means that only 6% of America's calories are coming from the health-promoting foods like fruits, vegetables, whole grains, nuts, and seeds. And, we wonder why we're getting sicker. Actually, we don't really wonder, we just blame it on old age. But now with, plant-based diets gaining more and more attention and attraction, I just want to make sure that you're aware that there are various plant-based diets out there, and not all are healthy, not all are equal. And just because something is labeled plant-based does not mean it's healthy. So watch out. Don't believe food packages. Food manufacturers will now slap plant-based onto their product to make you think it's healthy, when in fact it's not, and instead it's harmful to your body. A whole foods plant-based diet is the healthiest diet. So focusing on starches in their whole form, whole grains, whole beans, whole potatoes, whole fruits, whole vegetables. That's what a healthy whole plant-based diet is. That's what a healthy plant-based diet is. So if you want to learn more about a whole foods plant-based diet, a while back I created a detailed guide that includes the what, the why, the benefits, and the frequently asked questions of a whole foods plant-based diet, and it even includes a few free recipes as well. And it's completely free guide. All you have to do is go to crosstrainingwoman.com/plant-based guide. I can grab that link and put it in the URL for you, or in the chat real quick, so you can download it there. Or if you have any questions, maybe you're starting to pursue a plant-based diet, or at least incorporate more plants into your diet, but you have some questions, please DM me. Reach out to me and let me know, and I'd be happy to help. So Thanks again for joining me today. I will see you guys next week. And again, please do not hesitate to reach out. I love talking about nutrition and I love helping others adopt a more plant-based diet. So please DM me, send me a message. I love to help you. Thanks again, and I hope you guys have a great rest of your day. Bye.